What's up, the dingoes? I just be out here chilling. It's pretty early in the day, and just feels nice to be sitting in the sun. I've been sick for the past few days, so I haven't been able to do a lot of training or anything really great. It's been hard to breathe, honestly. Like, I don't know if it's the Rona or what, but either way, I'm starting to feel a lot better now, and I just wanted to say hi to you guys. And I've just been thinking of a video to make. Like, what can I make right here, right now, just using my brain and this camera? I just don't want to do a tutorial right now, I guess. And in my eyesight, I have found my idea. I believe what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. So today I'm going to show you guys how to find wild onions. Now, when I discovered that wild onions grow where I live, I was pretty surprised, because I just never would have thought of something like that. But sure as heck, I think probably most places in America, I don't know, if there's things that grow wild in New England, then they probably grow elsewhere as well. But I want to show you guys what to look for so y'all can find your own onions. And I don't know, there's just something cool about having like wild food that makes a huge difference. Alright, so here I am in my yard with what I believe to be onions. Now, these are actually the biggest onion plants I've ever seen in the wild. So I'm hoping we'll actually get a pretty good yield here, but you can tell the onion plants by their color mostly. If you know what a chive looks like, you'll be able to pick it out. Normally, like I said, they're not this big and tall, but they do definitely stick out from the normal grass. After I dig these ones through, I'll see if I can find any others in my yard, you know, so you can see different examples. But I'm pretty sure these are onions, these being the chives, and there actually is little onions under the ground here, right? At least I'm pretty sure. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna dig these boys up, see what we can find. I just thought it was cool as hell whenever I figured out that wild onions do grow here. So basically all you do is, as you may guess, if you just dig through this earth for long. Now normally you can also pull, but if you pull too much, you can actually just break it off. And that's not what you want to do if you're trying to actually get these onions. Some pretty rich soil right here. Deeper and deeper. No sign of the onions yet. The bulb, I believe, is what it's called. But hey, let's keep that suspense. This sure smells like onions. All right, here we go. So I just pulled one out there. Alright, it looks like that's the only one that one has. But hey, if I rinse it off, you'd be able to see a little better. But this is what wild onions look like. Pretty sure you can use the chive for chivey things, whatever you use chives for. But the bulb here, that's a legit onion. Yep, smells like an onion, and it definitely tastes like an onion. I remember when I discovered this, I was thinking about it in like an apocalypse terms, like, wow, we can actually like find our own wild food, but it would take a lot of onions to get you even close to the sustenance you need for a day. That being said, I'm gonna dig up all the rest of these onions here, and I'll show you guys the harvest. My hunt was successful. Well, not my hunt, but my harvest, I should say. Just dug up most of them here. I suppose some of them are left in the ground. I wanted to leave some just so I can guarantee that they regrow, but they appeared by themselves, so I reckon they'll do it again. But hey, we got a nice handful of onions here. Now, I will say this is probably the biggest yield of onions I've ever seen. I wouldn't expect to find nearly this much in your normal hunting, but this is a nice handful. So I'm actually just gonna put these onions down here though, and go looking around my yard, see if I can find some more, just to show you guys what another patch of onions, not so grandiose, might look like. So it would seem like a good idea to just turn the camera off until I find an onion. That being said, I can use this time valuably to talk to you guys, which means I got plenty of time, because who knows if I'll find an onion. Well, here we go. All that speech was for nothing. So most of the time, this is what the onions will look like. Here in this field, there's slightly taller patches of grass, but the green is very, very distinct. I'm sure you can tell the difference through the camera. I guess I might pick these up. Let me see if these are also onions. I believe these are also onions. So these ones will be a lot smaller than the other onions, but hey, there's a lot around here. And when I was doing my apocalypse research, I found out that onions are a good source of vitamin K. So micronutrients for the apocalypse covered. There actually is a lot of onions sticking out here, but I will leave them. Just let them grow because they're pretty small. Just wanted to show you guys what they look like when they're not like huge. And I'm going to show you guys how I process them. Now, it's not nearly as fancy as it sounds. It's just rinsing and trimming them, but did want to show you guys that and show you the bowl full of onions I get when I'm done. What's up? Now I'm at this here watering hole, and that's what I'm gonna start with. Just a thorough rinsing. Just pass the water through, give it a nice love and rubbing. This would probably be easier to do individually, honestly, but hey, we'll start as a mass. I'll work our way down. How about that? Once you get the dirt off, you can start to see they look a lot more like onions. Okay. Now I'm gonna set these boys down, and now you can keep and use the chives, I'm pretty sure, which is the stem part of it is edible, but I don't really use them, so I'm actually just gonna leave them out for nature. What I'm gonna do though is trim off the fur looking things. I'm guessing these are like the roots. So I'm gonna take these off and also break them off at the bulb, and that is how we will get our proper onion. There's a lot of these, and now you've seen how to do it, so I won't leave it running for the entire time. Here's what we got so far. I should let you know, so you don't think I cheated or anything. I don't really know how that applies, but I did switch to using a knife because I like to pull off the root part of it with my hands, and then cut the bulb from the plant part with the blade. It can be a bit difficult, and I don't like to break the onions. So now I've got my bowl of onions here, and I'm gonna give these boys another good rinsing. And here you have it. A nice bowl of clean, edible onions. I will eat one of these, just so you know. They're not fake onions or something weird. Bottoms up. As you might expect, it tastes like an onion. It's pretty good. It's I would say it's a milder flavor than the kinds of onions we're used to, you know. Honestly, like, is it a different onion? Like a different type of onion? Like, because those things get fucking huge. Like, is it a different kind of onion or just the way it's grown? But, because this is probably the biggest onion I've ever seen in the wild. Maybe a little bigger, but much smaller than what we're used to. But hey, there's nothing cooler, honestly, than finding food in the wild that you can eat and enjoy. And hey, I woke up this morning and I was like, I just want to make a video, just play out in the sun a bit, but I don't know what to do exactly. So this is a really cool twist on the day, you know, like just playing out in the sun. I find some food. Now I can use this for something like a, I don't know, soup maybe. Anyway, just want to show you guys how to find them, what I do with them. You guys probably have more uses for onions than I do, but I just think it's cool that you can find all this kind of stuff out in nature, you know. I mean, if you think of it, it all does come from nature. So I gotta move somewhere super warm so I can find like wild oranges or something. That'd be even cooler. But guys, just make sure you have fun today. Go explore a little bit. Just meander, honestly. Just go outside and meander, and the world will open itself up to you. All in all though, have fun. Eat cheese and onions.